Hi everyone, my name is Otis. You're welcome to Otalium's Academy. So in today's video, we'll be looking at the 12 ways to improve your Google ranking, how you can appear on the first page of Google, connecting with your customers who are looking for your product and services and helping your customers and other search engine like Google to help find your web pages on the internet. So are you consistently having difficulties driving traffic to your website? Is your website statistics dwindling and waning with freaking numbers? Are you feeling overpowered by competition or you're frustrated because your website is not generating enough revenue for you? Cheers, I got a solution for you. But before we get started, the question you should ask yourself is, what is it that I'm not doing right? Why is it that people can't find me online? Why is it that my site is buried among the thousands and millions of sites that finds its way on the internet every single day? So now we are going to jump right in to look at some of those ways that you can improve your site ranking or what is militating against your site showing up on the first page of search engine or on the first page of Google. So let's dive in. The first is optimizing your tags. But before I go straight into discussing each of these factors, I just want to let you know that the architectural foundation of your website is very, very important. I mean, the structure, how your website is built is very, very important. And we are looking at each of these factors enhances the user experience and ability to actually attract potential customers to visit your site and take action. Action could be conversion, making a sales, or even filling out a simple form. So one of those aspects that factors that we're going to look at today that will boost your Google ranking is one, optimizing your tag. Optimizing your site tag can accurately reflect the site content is an important SEO strategy to have. If you're able to do this well, then your ranking will be way up because that's just your tags is how your customers, potential customers, seizes your site on the internet because it is a brief description of what your site is all about or what that page is all about. So it helps the search engine to actually evaluate the relevance of your site and help to while trying to match the searcher's intent with the relevant keyword that or the content that you have on your website. That's how important it is. And we have different types of tags. You have the title tags, you have the description tag. I'll just take you and show you how it looks like on the website. So this here, you have the title tag called the SEO title. That's the tag. What does that mean? Like this is create a business email account at this website. This is one of our clients that we're working with. I'm just sorry for using that. So you see that it said create a business email account at domain court. I've already gotten a permission for me to use it for training. So don't worry. So that's the title tag. Then the meta description tag, this is how just giving a brief description of what the page is all about. And you can see once you're optimizing and it tells you that you've met the standard, you can see here it has just turned green. So that's telling me that, okay, your content, your description is in line with the content that you have on your website. And sorry that I don't miss this. It is important that every web page that you want Google to crawl, make sure that the minimum words that you have on that page should not be less than 300. It is very, very important. So we're going back to our presentation. So we talked about the optimizing tag, we talked about the title tag, and we talked about the meta description tag. This tag also, if you're not using any plugin, you can also put this title tag in your header tag. So the header tag of your HTML code. So we're going to talk about creating a rich snippet. The rich snippet shows your site. I'm going to Google something here to show you plumbers almost near me. So to tell you, so these are the snippets because Google actually modify how the snippet look like. So these are the rich snippets. So this snippet should actually give your audience or the potential customers relevant information about your site. That's why I said it has to be rich, compelling enough to attract the customer to actually follow that link. So I'm going to go back to where we are today. So, and content is also very, very important if you want your site to rank on the first page of Google. And not only content, but it must be relevant content. Content is the king. And how do you ensure that your content is in line with what Google wants? So you have to do content analysis using tools to analyze the present, the meaning, and the relationship of certain keywords on your site to ensure that it reflects what the page is all about. So it is very, very important. And there are different tools that you can actually use. So I'm going to talk about that before the end of the presentation. So another important factor that will help your ranking, but in the last Google update, the keyword is no longer a ranking factor, but it is very, very important because it carries real value when it comes to meeting the searcher's intent or meeting the searcher's demand, because keywords are how your site advertises its content to search engines and searchers who are searching for relevant information that meet their need or that meet their search needs. So that's why it is important, even though that it is not a ranking factor. But if you look at it, that's how your site advertises its content, then it becomes relevant and important. So if you're looking for tools to use for your content analysis, you want to see how your site is performing on search engine and how you can boost your site ranking, you can actually we have SEO software. It's very easy to use, user friendly. I've used that. I use that a lot on domain court. It's very, very easy. If you're a newbie, that's going to help you really for you to understand the basis of SEO, because it provides a checklist for you. We can just rush down immediately. This is it. I already opened that before. So it's called the domain called SEO standard S. Oh, sorry, no, not this. I missed it. I jonesed it. Sorry. This is the software. So you see, if you want to, it will help you to improve your ranking on all search engines. And it will also help you to submit your site to different directories. You don't have to do that manually. It's automated. So that's why it's also very important, and it's cheap. It's $6.99 and it does wonder. And you'll be glad that you use it. Just try that out. I used it a lot. So we're going to talk about your sitemap. So also one good thing about this software, this SEO software, is that it also helps you to automate your sitemap. So as soon as you make changes, it updates your sitemap. So you can actually copy your sitemap and paste it on other search engines, or if you're using Google, you can paste it on Search Console. Why do you do it? Why you want to do that? Because that will help Google to crawl your site, makes it easier for Google to crawl your site, because it shows Google how your site is listed. So your sitemap is actually a file. You can call it SML or HTML file or HTML document that lists all your web pages and their relationship in chronological order or hierarchical order to help search engines algorithm or search engine spider or bot to crawl your site. Why crawling and indexing your site is important? Because once search engine crawls and index your site, the next thing, page rank is determined. And once your site is indexed in their database, what happens when users are searching for similar keywords and Google uses its algorithm to match the searcher's intent with the information that they have indexed to the users. So that is why you find out that it happens in a split of a second. That's why you see when you're searching for word, Google shows you different websites and it pushes that to you. Then you look at the content that is most relevant to you. And that's what the Google algorithm and other search engine algorithm, that's what they do. So another how, if you want to rank on search engine and on Google, if you want to rank on the first page, you have to submit your site to different directories. And also, this tool will also help you to also do that. It helps you to automate the process. That's the SEO, the search engine visibility tool. So that's going to help you. So then listing your site in different directory is very, very important because it helps you to build the PR and that credibility that Google and other search engine is looking for. You can also instruct search engines or Google not to crawl or index certain page on your website. There are pages that you don't want users to see. So what do? You hide that page. But how do you do that? Either you add some code that would dissuade Google or other search engine from crawling that page, because if Google didn't crawl that page, it can't index it. So that means it's not going to show up on Google or other search engine. So sometimes we make mistake by actually not allowing Google to check out the boss, and that may not allow Google to crawl that page. And if you find out that your web pages are not showing up on Google, so one thing that you can do is actually going into your website to actually check if some of those pages that you've instructed Google or the spiders not to crawl that particular page. Another is inbound link. I call this building reputation online. That's part of your PR. So the number of links that comes to your site gives your site credibility before Google or other search engine. Or I can say that an inbound link is a hyperlink that links back to your site. So, and once the more backlink or inbound link that you have, the more likely that your site ranking is going to go up, because you've been able to build that credibility and that network of friends. But it is important that when you are building inbound link, that you take into consideration the domain authority and the page authority of the link that you are building, that your inbound link. Example of an inbound link is you having a link coming from companies like Yellow Page, Google My Business, Foursquare, AdHits. So these are pages, these are websites with high domain authority and page authority. There are many out there. So once the more of those sites that you have, the more you're telling Google or the search engine that your site is credible. Look at my friends. Look at the people who I follow. That's just this, and tell me who your friends are. Then I'll tell you who you are. That's the way the inbound link works. And local review. Encourage people to leave review for you, good comment on your website, because that could also help your ranking. So every local business should have a review acquisition strategy in place, because it is part of Google. This can also be a key factor in your search ranking. It is very, very important. So the good news is that most platforms do allow you to appropriately encourage customers to leave a review on your site. Like I mentioned, I talked about them, the Yellow Page, the Yelp, and Google My Business. So, and also as part of building that credibility, this is just like this gives you a kind of double advantage, because one, your affiliate network, you can build affiliate network. Affiliate network is focus on finding, affiliate program, focus on finding affiliate network that have great deal of traffic, and also that have the affiliate, good affiliate publishers that will be able to drive traffic to your website by offering them a reasonable commission based on sales or based on the traffic, depending on the objective of your business at that point in time. Because the more people are linking to your site, the more they are sharing your site on their different social platform, on their different platform, the more that you're telling Google that your site is credible. And that's why people are actually linking to your site. And also mobile friendliness. Ensure visitors to your site using mobile device enjoy high quality experience. That's where the user experience comes in. It is very, very important because Google takes into consideration these factors. And another, which is the last on the list, but not the least, is what we call the SSL certificate. So Google is paying attention to sites that do not have a secured layer security. What is called the SSL is the socket secure socket layer. You get a certificate certifying that your site is trusted. The easiest way for you to increase users' trust and boost search is by installing SSL certificate, because SSL certificate encrypts your customers' information when they go on your site, especially like their credit card. If you're running an e-commerce business also, or they are filling basic information on your website. So they want to be assured that your site is secure, that at least that whatever information that they are putting on your website, that the hackers would not have access to it while the information are being transmitted to where it is needed. So that is why it is very, very important. Your SSL certificate, once your site is certified, that's just this little padlock. So that's what it means. So once you have that padlock, you're telling users that your site is secured. And Google is beginning to actually penalize some sites. I wouldn't use penalty, but if you look at it the other way, if your site do not have the SSL certificate, Google displays it and other web browser displays it as if your site is not secured. And what that's a negative signal to Google and other search engine. And you don't want to do that. That could negatively impact on your ranking online. So we're coming to the end of this presentation. I want to say thank you for listening to me today. And I hope that this information will help you to increase your ranking on Google and other search engine. But if you have a question, don't forget to shoot me an email or leave your comment below this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can also get a customized video on how to grow your business online and how to optimize your web pages to improve your ranking on search engines. So I want to say thank you again for watching. I look forward to see you in our subsequent video, and don't forget to visit us on all the social media platforms. So again, thank you.